the rod that was in his hands? It was 40 years of Moses' work. Moses had been working for 40 years as a shepherd, tending and feeding the flock of Jethro. The rod represented his work, all that he has done for years. That was the symbol. And God said, Moses, cast it down. The first step for anybody God can genuinely use, whether in the business field or ministry or whatever, is to learn how to cast it down. God told Moses, cast down the rod that is in your hands. That's what you have been holding for 40 years, but cast it down. And when Moses cast it down, it became a serpent. It became a serpent. You see, in the Bible, serpents represent deception, delusive trust. When he cast the serpent, when he cast the rod down, the rod was exposed. The rod was exposed, not knowing that hidden within the rod was a serpentine, delusive nature. Beloved, all that we are doing in Thai, all the work we are doing, hidden within it is a kind of delusive trust to ensnare us. Because the world is systematized by Satan. It is his cosmos. If you don't learn how to cast it down, you will never see the cunning craftiness, the sleight of men. You will never see the wiles of darkness hidden within it. So you get into the job and you lose your fellowship with Jesus. But for you to maintain your fellowship with Jesus, and for you to keep your ministry, even in your academic life, even in your job, first God will say, cast it down to me. That's the first step. When you cast it down and lay it before Jesus, Lord, take over, then you see the delusive trust and the snare of darkness. That's how you can, that which is hidden within will be exposed. Now listen, God told Moses, take the serpent by the tail, take it up by the tail. You and I, you will agree with me that if you want to take a serpent from the floor, you don't take it by the tail. If you take a serpent by the tail, the head, it will bite you. Now, the best way to catch serpents and snakes is by the head. Is that not so? But God said, Moses, cast it down. This time around, don't take it by the head. Take it by the tail. That is risky. God calls us to do risky things. That is unreasonable to men. God is saying, cast it down. In effect, he's saying, now I want you to take back your academic work. I want you to take back your job, but not in the ordinary way men take it back. Not in the ordinary way men handle their job. Not in the ordinary ways men handle their academic work. I want you to do it my way. And my way may be risky, but do it anyway. From tonight, the Lord will teach us how to pick our academic life by the tail. Everyone takes it by the head because everyone studies for himself. Everyone does everything for himself. But to take it by the tail is to go by the risky way. You are learning, but you know it is for Jesus. You are going to marry, but you know it is for Jesus. You are acquiring the money, but you know it is for Jesus. And because it is for Jesus, you will do it his way and not your way, because you belong to him and you are bought with a price. So we glorify him with our bodies and with our spirit. Let me show you something. When Moses took it by the tail, it became a rod again. And it began to work signs and wonders. It became a miracle working rod. And it symbolized the authority of God. It was that same rod that divided the sea into two. If you learn to take your academic work by the tail, you begin to do wonders. You begin to see miracles. You begin to become an authority. If you learn to take it by the tail, you become an authority. You will command dominion in the realm of the senses. If you do it God's way, you become a miracle working wonder in the midst of men.